Here's a check on stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. The National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory, which begins at 10 o'clock this evening and runs till 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's calling for a mixture of sleet, rain, and snow, possibly even a period of freezing rain. The farther north you go, the higher the elevations you are, the more snow you'll get. Anywhere from 1 to 4 inches, according to the National Weather Service, depending upon where you are. We'll have Pat Pagano's take on that weather forecast coming your way in just a few minutes. Taking a look at some stories we're following for you this morning here on The Breakfast Club on Robin Hood Radio. As Ruth Epstein reported yesterday here on The Breakfast Club, coaches, teachers, and parents were given credit for much of the success of the inductees of the Housatonic Valley Regional High School Athletic Hall of Fame, both on and off the playing field, as this past weekend 10 more people were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Those plaques stand on the wall at Housatonic Valley Regional High School for all the years that have been inducted since they started the Hall of Fame at Housatonic Valley Regional High School. Out of New York State, a story in the Poughkeepsie Journal, oversight of nursing homes has fallen short. Program staff failed to visit almost 60% of New York care facilities. Rockland Westchester is the worst hit, according to this. The government oversight program that protects frail and elderly New Yorkers failed to conduct visits to about 59% of nursing homes and adult care facilities during a 3-month period this year. The lack of visits by the state long-term care ombudsman program came to light in a new report by the Elder Advocate AARP in New York. Among communities with the highest percentages of facilities without a visit, Westchester, Rockland, and Putnam counties, they had nearly 79% of facilities go without a visit. About 73% of facilities in the counties of Genesee and Livingston, Monroe, Ontario, Orleans, Seneca, Wayne, Wyoming, and Yates lacked a visit. In Broome, Chenango, Delaware, and Tioga counties, about 68% of the facilities go without a visit, and more than 96% of the facilities in New York lacked a visit, according to this oversight committee. In a story from the Berkshire Eagle, 40 vehicles were affected in a car break-in spree that spanned from Dalton to Beckett to Lee on Sunday morning. Authorities in Beckett, Dalton, and Lee are investigating a string of 40 car break-ins and thefts that occurred on Sunday morning. A total of 35 cars were broken into. 5 were stolen across the towns. There were 8 vehicles impacted in Dalton, 15 in Lee, 17 in Beckett. Dalton Police Chief said the first reported stolen vehicle call came in at 12:55 a.m. on Sunday, and that vehicle was not recovered. Throughout the day, 7 vehicle break-ins were reported. They said the break-ins in the town affected people with unlocked cars and that most of the cars were located off Beverly Street and Pleasant Street. Beckett received its first call at about 2 a.m. in the morning. Calls came in about 2 a.m. and continued throughout the day. The Lee Police Department received its first call at about 2:55 a.m., according to the chief. He said there were 14 break-ins and 1 vehicle theft in the town. The stolen vehicle was not recovered. The break-ins occurred in a neighborhood near East Street, according to the police, near Route 20. According to the police chief, the path lines up with the suspects leaving Beckett. Taking a look at some stories from our region, we'll take a look at the meetings going on today in our region. In Sharon, the Sharon Housing Authority will meet at 5 p.m. In Salisbury today, the Salisbury Democratic Town Committee, they have their meeting at 6 p.m. The next meeting coming up in North Canaan will be next Wednesday, the Zoning Board of Appeals at 7. Falls Village next meeting is the P&Z regular meeting on the 17th at 7 p.m. In Cornwall today at 7:30, the Board of Selectmen are meeting via Zoom. Coming up tomorrow, the Board of Education is meeting at the Cornwall Consolidated Library via Zoom at 4:15. In Kent, the Kent Center School Board of Education has a special meeting. That is today at 6:30. Also going on today, the Zoning Board of Appeals at 7. Regional Middle School Athletics and Activities Committee meeting for Region 1 is happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. Now, taking a look at things going on in and around our tri-state region, the weekend that is coming up is full of lots of different activities. We'll have that listed on our Facebook page, and we'll also have that listed on Robin Hood Radio's Daily Bugle on the web. Let's take a look at our business brief. Our business brief is underwritten by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com on the web, and by the Interlaken, where you'll find a tapas menu, a regular menu, and dinner specials nightly, interlakenin.com on the web. The Dow Jones Industrial Average will open up today at 33,717, the NASDAQ at 11,872.75, and the S&P 500 at 3995.00. We'll take a look at our tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in